everybody, we are back. I'm Meredith Molinari here with John of Dragon's Crown. We're going to talk a little about the game. We're actually going to show you some gameplay. It's going to be pretty fun.
Yes, it will be. Hey, everyone. Thanks for checking out our game. It's really awesome.
Now, explain, we've got someone else playing against you, so you're not actually two people.
Oh, sorry, playing with me. We are currently co-op, and it's a 4-player game, all co-op. Right now, I'm playing as the powerful and nimble elf, and my buddy there, Sammy, who's downstairs, is playing as the sorceress.
Wonderful. Now, the first thing I noticed about the game is like the really lush visual style of it. Talk to me a little about George Kamatami's hand-drawn art.
Yeah, you may recognize Kamatani from Muramasa, Devil Blade, and Odin Sphere.
Oh, yeah.
He's really inspired for this game by Frank Franzetta and that kind of fantasy from wizardry and Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, now you are curling the elf. We mentioned Janet, the sorceress.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about the characters, some of their abilities and their powers.
Yeah, the elf right now is a ranged character, very fast, so she can kind of hang back from the battle and really shoot arrows at people.
Cool.
The sorceress, again, she's kind of the glass cannon, puts out a lot of damage, but she's really fragile. So it's good for her to teleport around, use her ice magic to freeze enemies in place,
Cool.
keep them put. Okay, if we can get started, Sammy. Thank you.
So we start in the town?
We started in the town and we just went to our level select screen, and right now we've picked the old capital where there's a wyvern boss.
Ooh. Now who is the, that guy looks crazy.
Yeah, the George Kamatani's art styles, permeates this whole game. All, from the simple monsters, I'm gonna actually hop on this Sabretooth and ride it. If you look at the old,
awesome.
the Dungeons and Dragons game or the Capcom
it looks
games.
a little bit like that, yeah.
So charge and start chomping up some goblins here.
So talk to me a little bit about the multiplayer and co-op options.
Yeah, it is not cross-play, which sucks, but it just couldn't be done. It is, however, cross-save. So you can play the game, you can take your save, transfer it to your Vita, and play when you're on the go.
Great.
It's 4-player co-op, like I mentioned, but it's local and online.
Okay.
So local players, you're sitting on the couch, you can have people join in, and it's drop in, drop out online.
Awesome.
And once you get towards later difficulties, that big 4-person party is going to be very helpful.
Teamwork's very important.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, big time.
All right, now I know there's a little bit about some side quests that you can take later on in the game. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so while you're doing the main quest, you'll have a guild master who offers you some side quests to do, and there'll be reason to go back through these stages, really figure out what's going on. There's this little scorpion I need to kill. The side quests are really cool. They'll unlock special pieces of artwork and kind of give you more detail about the lore of the game. Again, just hand-drawn stills by Kamatani and the Vanillaware crew, and they're absolutely gorgeous.
Now, these hand-drawn stills, I mean, just the words hand-drawn themselves sound like this has taken a lot of time. How long was this game in development?
Gosh, I think
9 million years.
basically. I think Kamatani said that he was working on this game back in his Capcom days, but it's something that he's always kind of wanted to make.
Yeah.
But really, the past couple years with Ignition, and then Atlas picked up the game from Ignition, and we've got it to market. It's actually coming out August 6th.
August 6th now, is that on the PS3 and the Vita?
PS3 and Vita.
That's great.
Download and retail.
Wow, very cool.
But I'd be remiss to mention if the pre-orders and the first run of the retail copies are coming with an art book.
Oh, so a full George Kamatani. Now, of all the different stills that are used in this?
It's got a lot of the pre-drawn, the
Wait,
character
now where does
concepts.
the sorceress get this giant crossbow from? That was amazing looking.
So we found a chest. We actually, if you see that, I've got a little hand cursor moving out around here. This is how we control our thief. We have a little thief buddy who comes around and he opens all the treasure chests, opens all the doors, and he carries all your stuff, so we don't have to worry about that. So it's, I think,
like a Sherpa and a thief.
Yeah.
That's
oh, there he went. Very sneaky. There
that little guy. Yeah. Very cool.
So I think we'll see a treasure chest in a second. Oh yeah, here we go. What? So you can have him using the right analog stick and L1. He'll come and crack any door or any chest that we come across.
Very cool.
And that crossbow is hanging out in there. There's also like daggers and bombs and other weapons that you can pick up.
Now your treasure rank is going up higher and higher. Does that unlock other rewards?
Yeah, well the treasure rank is, it means you find an item, and at the end of the stage, once we beat the boss, we'll be able to see. You'll see like what kind of item it is, but it'll be hidden.
Yeah.
So you have to either pay to appraise it or just sell it outright.
Now the two of you are playing together right now, so what happens if one of you dies in the game and you're leaving your man hanging?
One of us dies. You'll see we have a little number of lives right there.
Yeah.
What we can do is, or once you're out of lives, you can choose to either pay a certain amount of gold based on your level and resurrect and not lose your progress, or you can go back to town, lose all the loot that you found.
Oh.
So it's kind of the damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Right.
Let's see, I think we're getting pretty close to the boss here.
Here they come.
And,
That's a dinosaur.
that is a dinosaur. And I am gonna ride this dinosaur and breathe fire on people. Because,
Wow, so you can actually, when you jump on the different guys that are actually attacking you, you can use them to your advantage.
yeah.
That's great.
They do have a set amount of life though, so they'll soak up some damage for you, but once they're gone, they're gone.
Wow.
Run, dinosaur, run! Yeah, you'll also find these piles of bones, and
Okay.
these piles of bones are actually dead adventurers. You can take them back to the temple in town, pay the priest there to resurrect them, and, sorry, it's a monk, not a priest. But
Okay.
if you pay the monk to resurrect them, you can have an AI companion. So you have 2 slots right now that aren't
Right.
filled. If your friends are offline, if you don't have any friends that can come over and play with you, you can use these AI companions you've resurrected to help you out during your adventure.
Oh, that's very cool. That's a really neat feature.
Oh, here's our big dragon boss.
Wow, Wyvern.
Wyvern. We're gonna kick its butt.
Awesome. Let's watch a little bit of this.
So if you notice,
Like some protection spheres around you?
yeah, if you notice the elf, she has a number over her head.
Yes.
That's the number of arrows I currently have. The sorceress has a much larger number, and that's her mana. So it's kind of this is your risk reward system. The sorceress, every one of her damaging spells uses mana, and she'll
Right.
she'll have to recharge by holding down the square button. The elf has a certain number of arrows that can only be gotten from treasure chests and beating up enemies.
Now, can you re-up your arrows in the town before you set on your adventure?
They'll automatically.
Okay.
Once you get back to town, you'll reboost your supply.
And the bottom power line is Wyvern.
Yeah.
That's how much damage we're doing.
And I'm gonna hop around and avoid his. I think he's got an acid breath at this level, or no, it's fire breath. But
Fire breath.
as you level up and keep going through the stages, the enemies will scale to your difficulty.
Oh.
So they get a little bit harder, and that's when your party really needs to come in. Like we're manhandling them a little bit, or woman handling.
So now, when you're playing on the Vita, is there any specific unique controls, utilizing the touch screens or?
Yeah, there is actually. If you notice, the hand cursor right here is the R1 or
Yes.
the right analog stick.
Uh-huh.
On the Vita, that you can actually just touch individually and have the same effect, and tap to open chests and doors.
Oh, he's dying. He's going now.
I'm gonna flee real quick.
Oh, we brought friends.
Shoot some arrows. Oops, shoot him in the wrong direction because I'm pro. There we go. Thanks,
Oh,
Sammy.
there he goes.
So now that we've beaten the boss, got our last little bit of treasure, it'll kind of give us a recap of our adventure.
This region has regressed to primeval times.
So we recovered some
An era when
decent items,
reptiles
mid-grade. The higher the
ruled the
difficulty, the
world.
more chance that you'll have to
After
find
defeating
better,
the
like
Wyvern,
S rank and A rank
quickly
items.
leave the territory.
And you can see we have our score too, and our score is going to be directly related to our experience points. So yeah, you can get a recap of the treasure we found. That's our thief giving
Great.
us a
Little
thumbs up for a
thumbs
good job.
Sexy sorceress.
Sexy sorceress. This is how well Sammy did. Sammy did a lot better than I did.
Well, he didn't have to talk at the same time.
yeah,
He had
true.
a little easier than you.
You can see some of this bonus, or you can see, you get some bonuses for being extra badass during your playthrough.
Great.
And you can see because we're playing on a normal difficulty, our experience modifier is only 10%. Hard, it goes up to 50.
Wow.
And then you got progressively harder as it goes on.
All right, remind us all again when it comes out on the PS3
Dragon's
and the
Crown,
Vita.
August 6th on Vita and PS3, digital and retail.
Wonderful. All right, let's take a look at the trailer.
Oh, yeah!
Let's go!
All right.
I'm ready for this.